I agree with keeping the same energy a little bit. Now, this is a rapper out of DC, I believe. His name is Goonew. Okay, now he got killed in a shootout 2 weeks ago. Now, for whatever reason, they planned a homegoing concert, and they had his, body viewing or wake, whatever you want to call it, at a Club Bliss, very popular club in DC, and they had his body in the venue. He was standing up. They had him with clothes on. He had a crown on his head. And it was a corpse. Everybody was partying around him. They were listening to his music, going crazy. They sold tickets. They pretty much allowed people to come and turn up to this guy's music with the guy standing right there, right? Here's the thing. People were outraged. People were like, yo, what's going on here? This is so distasteful, blah, blah, blah. Here's the ironic part about it. The news actually went and talked to his mom. You know what his mom said? Yo, that's exactly how he would have wanted to go out. We just did what he would have wanted us to do. And for that, I have to just be honest. I thought that was just beyond real, okay? I was going to criticize this. I was going to dissect this and go in. And then I realized, I'm like, listen, at least there's finally a family accepting their son or their loved one for what they were really doing while alive. Remember when I was doing the podcast with Whack 100, it was like, yo, he was at somebody's funeral and it was like, yo, they're talking about this guy like he's a saint. And it was like, yo, that's Lil Paru. Like, yo, he was a thug. Like, he had body. Like, yo, it was basically saying, yo, don't come up here and paint him as a saint. I like the fact that these parents was basically saying, this is the type of life he was living while he was alive. Now that he's dead, let's not like go, everybody have teary eyes and this and third. This is a consequence. Also, this is how he wanted to go out. Let's give him and fulfill his wishes and call it a day. Now, granted, it might be a little bit inspired by also the money for the tickets that was sold, but still, I can't say I hate it. Now, the images on social media, I believe, were too much. I didn't want to see that shit. But it's like, again, I can't knock it because the family is cool with it. But there's so many times we see families of gangster rappers who rap about killing, talk about they've done this, done that. They're the biggest shooters. You know what I mean? They're the ooders, the shooters, all of that stuff. Something happens, they go to jail. They be like, oh my God, not my son. You ain't know your son was a killer? You ain't know your son was a drug dealer? You ain't know your son was a gangster? It's like they get all the benefits, but as soon as something happens, they're like, oh my God. So at least for this one particular family, I can say is I like the fact that y'all are cool or y'all know what he was into while he was living. Y'all not interested in trying to change the narrative now that he's dead. Party on, motherfuckers, okay?